Hey, it's Doom here from Dungeons and Doom Biscuit, and we're back, and we're on part 2 of the Grick. We're in the Monster Manual 3.5. Boop, that's the eye. Sorry, my new camera rig setup makes it hard. I can't really move it around much. And that's the Grick. So it says they're green, and that gives them, in caves, gives them an enormous bonus to hide, like a +8 or something ridiculous because of their coloring. And it says their underside is tan, so are light colored. So what I think I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to dry brush mine out white and see what we can get going with it, because I feel like gray is not, I don't know, I just, this is another one of those aberrations that I'm just like, I could do without this personally. I'm not a Grick fan. I don't have high hopes for this miniature being spectacular. Okay. So I'm just lighting them up with a dry brush so I can kind of see what details are where and what parts are what, instead of them being all black. Now I'm going to get a tan color to do his bottom side end. I'm just using Khaki by Apple Barrel. The next one is the Griffin. I can't think of how many times I've ever used Griffin except for in like those cutscene kind of things, like the Dwarven commanders show up riding griffins to save you and they all look terrified of flight, or whatever. I don't know. Just ignore me. I think that's the only time I've ever used a Griffin for anything, though. It's for some kind of like cinematic portion of the campaign where, I don't know. No one's ever asked for one or looked for one or said anything about one, so. I wonder if I can adjust my lighting to where it's less blinding on my camera. No, I can't. All right. Camera's kind of falling down too. That doesn't help. There we go. Is that better? I don't know. I can't tell. All right. Tired today. I was up pretty early, and then usually once I'm up, and I start my day. And my videos from yesterday still weren't downloaded or uploaded, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Come on, internets. I will bash my Verizon internet, and I couldn't speak to anybody that spoke English to help me get it fixed. And the lady was just telling me to restart my stuff over and over again. She wasn't fixing the problem. They have a little app that tells you exactly where to put the router, and that doesn't know anything. It's just an app, so it can't fix the problem. So we've been having a lot of internet problems, and once Mrs. Doom goes back to work, because she's, in theory, got a job lined up here, we're going to probably get better internet, but for what we're paying right now, we're just kind of stuck. Because we switched our cell phones and everything over, and it put us in a contract, and it just, ugh, it was miserable. So I can't even upload my damn videos in a reasonable amount of time. You know, I do, like, yesterday I did, like, a bunch of videos, and I couldn't even get them uploaded, so. I got some green over right there. We're going to come back with the khaki and fix that for sure. So let's say I got, I think, 12 of these scorpions for $1.25. So let's say they're 10 cents a piece. Really, for 10 cents here, part of that 10 cents, I didn't use the whole piece. I really got my money's worth for making this Grick. As far as Gricks go, I would not have made a Grick if it wasn't in the monster manual. Nor would I have wanted to have a Grick unless the miniature was just super good. If I saw one, I was like, oh my god, I need one, you know. And that does happen occasionally. I'll see an enemy that I never really cared about or didn't think much about, and then the miniature looked good, and I'm like, all right, I'm in. I want it. But you know what? The Grick, that was never going to happen. At least I don't think so. I was surprised they were size medium. They're not much to look at for a size medium. Maybe a large would have been a better draw point to it, because at least, there's some intimidation that this thing's bigger than us. You'd have to have a pack of these, and unfortunately, they don't even fight as a pack, really. If you do encounter a group of them, they are all doing their own thing. So they won't even coordinate on targets. They'll each try to grab a target and drag it back to their lair, and then the fight's over. That's how Gricks do. Now, they are an aberration, which means they were created by magic, so I suppose if you wanted to do like a plot hook involving Gricks, there's some options. You could, wizards wanted to protect the underground way into their lairs, so they created this creature with dark vision that has no eyes that can do all this crazy shit. Blah, 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 blah. I mean, you could, if you really want to put the thought into it. I need some red. I'm going to use this dragon red here because it's right here. And I don't have to dig through reds over there on my left. Something like that. Now, according to the picture, it looks like they don't have any kind of eyes. Let's get the picture and look at it. Alright. So their beak is not green, it's like black. And they have a tongue, which I don't have a tongue on mine, but that's okay. So let's get black and fix his beak. Oops, that's way too much paint. Okay. Something like that. Let's put him with the +2 air gun, a hot burning. I know you guys love it when I use magic items. I think what I'm going to do is dry brush him down a little bit with a lighter green. When I say dry brush, I mean just touch some high spots. I'm not really going to do a super big dry brush here. I'm going to get a really crappy brush with a lighter green. And I'm going to wipe a lot of that off. And I'm just going to kind of pick up some of the highlight areas. Looks kind of like a face hugger a little bit. Not really. There's some face hugger-esque characteristics there for sure. I'm going to wash this brush out and I'm going to use it with a medium gray. I'm going to lighten up that base. Whoa, that could have been terrible. There's a little dab on top here just to kind of lighten that up so it looks shinier, or not shinier, but like light's hitting it better. All right. We could do one more lighter tone of gray, I suppose. I don't know how much it'll really help add to the model. That's another thing. When you're making decisions, how much are you adding to the model? Is it selling anything? Is it improving the paint job drastically? Like, when do you stop? Okay, there's our Grick. For about 6 cents in a rubbery scorpion, though, hey, you know what? We have a Grick now. And it's Halloween time, so that's like the time to get your parts for this kind of stuff, man. Every little Dollar Tree, dollar store is going to have Halloween junk for cheap, and that's what you want to grab is, you know, you want to stockpile for the year is what I do. Like, grab a pack of each individual kind of thing in case you get a part off it you need. You know what I mean? I mean, you never know. Like, even the dumb bats, their faces are useful if you're, you know, you have an idea for like a custom mob like I had. I'm going to be making like an army of size large custom mobs for my game, and that rat head might be useful for it, so... Anyways, or bat head, not rat head. They didn't have a pack of rats. I would have got that for sure. But I have some rats, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Seriously, Grick, please, like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notification bell icon. Check out the website. We got some discount codes for a free mini or for 25% off your first month of our subscription service. And come to our Discord, hang out with us, paint, do some gaming, and play some video games with us too. That'd be sick. Show us what you're working on. Show us what you're crafting. It doesn't have to be this, you know. It could be if you're making modular roads or buildings or terrain. We like to see it all. Like, show it all to us. If you're painting miniatures, of course, we want to see that. So, and definitely if you got one of our free minis, we want to see what you did with it. So, I'll see you next time. I'm going to hit him with a clear coat, and we'll take him upstairs and throw him on the table and see what he looks like. Thanks for watching.